This has got to be the most charming bus station I've ever been to. If this is what a bus station is, I'm quite excited for this town. Positive first opinion, this definitely feels very Italian. Like, I know there's a lot more traditional Slavic influence here, off the fact that it's bordering Slovenia and like was in a territory that's partitioned by Yugoslavia, but I mean, still, you definitely feel like you are in Italy now, which is good, because you are. What an absolutely stunning city so far. Yeah, I will probably stay another day. Partially just nice to stay in a city for more than a day, and this would not be the worst place to do it, especially because it's like 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the cities I've visited. On the way to get a seemingly well-rated pizza. I'm aware that that is not local to Trieste, but come on. Oh, we're not in Serbia anymore. Mediocre first meal aside, like ridiculously cool city just to hang out in. I'll definitely try to find like cafes and take today pretty slow. And this is the Great Canal. It might extend like 500 meters, if that. Like, nice try. I don't really think it's that great of a canal. I think I have to get something Serbian here. Mandatory. Right by the Adriatic, eating my divop. So I don't know what this would be, a sandwich by the sea or something. This is not gonna be a recurring segment, but it wasn't a Christmas market. I have no aspirations for quality whatsoever. This is mainly just because it's funny to me. So yeah, Serbian food was in a Christmas market. I had to relent. I had to break my Christmas market boycott. But the war on Christmas is back on. It was okay. Not worth €12, but I mean, for the fact that I could say that I ate Serbian food here in this whole trip, whose purpose is Belgrade to Rome, yeah, worth being able to say that. We're going to the Piazza Unita, which is the Square of Unity, which is apparently the largest seafront square in Europe. A bit of a adjective to get world's largest, but still looks beautiful in photos, so still looking forward to it. This square is awesome because you have like the gorgeous kind of city hall area in the back and Adriatic Sea right there. So largest seafront square in the continent at least. And I don't know, feels like it just works as a unified whole very well. So in the wake of World War II, there was a border dispute between Yugoslavia and Italy. Of course, different sides of the political spectrum at that point. Yugoslavia was taken over by socialist partisans, and Italy was much more Western aligned, although also had a large amount of communist insurgents. So natural tensions between these two countries resulted in a border conflict here in this area, which is obviously so close to Slovenia that I was able to cross the border. So the end result was actually that Trieste for a while was a international zone with its own passport, its own flag, and then eventually was partitioned between socialist Yugoslavia, and that part is still, I believe, in Slovenia, like Koper, and the main city of Trieste, of course, is in Italy, as you can see by that flag, and yeah, it retains some of that independent spirit somehow. Like, you see the flag quite often in the map. It's like obviously jutting out in a weird way from mainland Italy, so it is a cool little testament to history that Trieste was not necessarily predestined to be part of the state. I'm truly integrated now that I crossed a red person sign and got cussed out by someone. Truly, like, breaking local traffic laws is a good sign for me ending up liking a place. James Joyce of Ulysses fame lived in the city for a bit as well, so there's a few museums and things like that commemorating his wonderful contributions to the English language. I read a bit of Ulysses, and like practically everyone, I did not understand it, but good for the people that can. So yeah, the Joyce Museum is free entry, so I'll go. This is a piece on dialectal usage in Italian literature, and modern Italian definitely has a much more vibrant series of local dialects than a lot of other languages. I mean, like Spanish as well does, but Italian is to the point of almost maintaining separate languages. Like French in France is quite standardized, for instance, and so there is not this question of like usage of highly vernacular language in literature. So interesting. And many of the most important literary figures in Trieste, due to the Slovenian connection, have very high educational links to Ljubljana, where we just were. This is a quote basically saying that Trieste's whole bearing is easily taken in by quick travel and doesn't really afford the ability to stop and enjoy the small things. I feel quite called out, honestly. Well, fun museum visit. I did end up writing a tiny bit on my iPhone, so I don't know, sent from your iPhone literature is going to be the next thing. Sorry, every generation other than Gen Z. Are these like anti-Yugoslavia taking over Zone B of the Trieste territory? I have no idea. It was an exhibit on the reactions to Zone B not becoming Italian, so that makes a lot more sense. Another museum. This museum's under renovation. It's kind of funny. They're like amazing paintings right next to like boxes and Lysol. Sadly, the modern art piece is closed for renovations, so we'll only see the more traditional paintings here, but still interesting to see. I just adore these kind of more naturalistic farm scenes. Well, not sure that's a farm scene, but these more are. So beautifully arranged, like exhibit on kind of this idealized room. It's hard to overstate how much I love this. Very realistic, but I just love the kind of scenery into the distance and the like little scene of the camel here all overlooking this giant port city. Oh, and here's a print of that. I guess it's the Suez Canal. And I'm like one of two people in this entire museum right now. What a beautiful, beautiful place. Who knew Italian architecture was nice? Really discovered a hidden gem there, eh? And in such a beautiful museum, this is the current entrance. Kind of funny. And beginning of a golden hour here, just glowing. Is that the Kazakh flag? What is Kazakhstan doing here? Good for them, I guess. And those hills in the background, they make a very big deal about those being karst. But that's a very big point of pride, I guess, is the karst landscape. Back in the square because I love it so much. I mean, the sun is a bit too shallow to really light it up, but still gorgeous. A year ago, we were in Amazon Cafe in Bangkok. Not exactly a year ago, it was like 51 weeks ago, but roll with it. And here, Amazon Cafe in Trieste. So, all of it full circle. And what good would a welcome to Italy be if there wasn't a large Roman monument in the middle of whatever city I was visiting, as the Roman Theater of Trieste. As you can see, it's a normal, like, half circle, semicircle, for those in the know. Amphitheater design. I'll see what I can see in there, but it doesn't seem like it's very easily accessible to go actually inside. Yeah, the entrance is closed, so you can admire it from afar. Quite a beautiful building. This trip has involved a lot of very steep, random staircases. Maybe I just live in like the flattest area known to mankind or something. But definitely good for the quads at least. Fun fact, this is the widest road in Trieste. Kidding, but feels like it. And welcome to the Castle San Giusto. Nice little hill here in Trieste. Hopefully we'll have a good view of the whole city. And I love at the top of the castle, you have that which is actually the emblem of Trieste. So now you know the price for a viewing tower for me. €2, fine. Trieste, wonderful view of the Adriatic out of the town. €12 in Graz for a view I already got. No, not doing that. So if you want to sell me a tower to a viewing platform, do something between €2 and €12. I would aim for the lower end of that spectrum personally. These stone paths are not good for my knees or ankles. Probably sound like an 80-year-old complaining about knee pain a lot, which I don't even have, just to try to avoid it in the future. Wow, a shopping street that actually has like some interesting things. If I was less spendthrift, I'd actually like maybe do some of this, but I guess makes sense that if everyone's imitating Italy, that they'd be pretty good at, you know, making a commercial area. So this is the synagogue of Trieste. And you can only access the synagogue with guided tour. We started time missed by 15 minutes, so wonderful. But we've seen the outside. And the court. I don't think I'll enter the court, but it's quite a pretty building. What is this like jellyfish bottle? Fascinating form. Drink or drive is kind of funny. Alternative bar. Also, the birthplace of Trieste is Treviso and not Trieste as I thought, so I came here under false pretenses. Not really, I came here because of the interesting like post-World War II history, not because I thought they had the best tiramisu in the world. But that was definitely also a sell when I mistakenly thought that. Is it mandatory to have pretty lights out if you're a European city now? Maybe. Entering more of the Newtown area. The crosswalks are a bit ridiculous, where oftentimes they make these C shapes where, you know, I want to be on that side, but I need to stay on the side. Definitely very Italian food. It's Rogan Josh. Decent Indian food. Again, I asked for spicier than the spiciest level, and it's like maybe a pepper waved over it, but that's Europe. So we're gonna get something more Italian, gelato. Hey, I know it's like stereotypical, but I mean, first day here. Well, the gelateria is closed, and I went to the building next door, which seemed to be an old person karaoke thing. It's Monday, I guess, but I mean, a message of pure contempt for those who don't eat cold foods when it's cold. Have you proven that man has not at all bested nature? Like, yeah, sure, it's cold, but ice cream's still good. Gelato is still good. Like, I want these things open in December when it's 0 degrees. Like, sue me. Morning in Trieste. Going to figure out what I do. Also have like a bit of congestion today. Not sick, but like, you may hear my voice be a bit more subdued. Adorable little coffee shop here, just in a little alley. So maybe get a pastry and then head to Verona next. Just this beautiful public square again, leading to the canal and leading to our wonderful Serb restaurant that was not that good, but still fun. And a farmer's market, Sicilian, things there. That's quite nice. I mean, don't really need fresh produce. Kind of going for the more like highly processed food route, but still fun. This is probably the bluest skies of this trip so far. First day that hasn't been like completely gray and overcast. It's kind of funny because there's like dew and puddles on the ground. So, I mean, kind of shows the remnants of this pretty objectively terrible weather. leaving back where I came from, the bus station. I'm just gonna go to the train station and see, you know, where I can get a train to. But we'll do this spontaneously because it seems like Verona is harder to get to than I thought. What a gorgeous station. Most up-to-date Italian train. The divided city of Gorica, so that's Slovenia on the far side.